Hello, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. In this video, it's a little vulnerable, but it also feels really important to share. I'm going to talk about how I personally receive adoration, love, reverence, care, seeing from men. What is my personal practice and what has been my practice for many years now in receiving worship and devotion from men? How do I do that? And when I say worship and devotion, it actually is a two-way street. It's not like a selfish, I just receive and men don't receive anything from me. Anytime I'm in a connection experience with a man, he receives as much as I receive. But how do I create the experience where men see me as a total goddess and tell me that? It's a common experience for me to receive that type of reflection, those types of words, that type of love from men. And so I want to tell you how I do that. And in this video, I'm going to talk about three specific pieces of this. There's a lot to it. I'm going to be talking about it more and more, but in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 points of receiving devotion and worship from men. Before I jump in, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel in the corner or below. And also know that I offer lots of self-study manifesting courses. There's 14 courses linked below. I can help you manifest anything you want. There is a course called How to Become Magnetic, Irresistible, and Wildly Attractive. And that course is going to speak about some of the things that I'm going to speak about in this video. Or if you want to learn how to really increase your magnetism, that would be the course to check out. Okay, so let's talk about this. How have I created the reality where I receive so much reverence, adoration, really deep seeing, deep respect, like a deep bow from men in my life? This is a really common experience for me. As I said, it's been a common experience for me for many years now, and there is deep inner work that I have done to create a reflected reality where men see me as the goddess, as the queen that I am. So what have I done? Let me talk about 3 things that are really important. The first is, of course, and this is where everything starts. I see myself and I know myself as a goddess, as a queen, as a beautiful human, as a beautiful woman. I have come to know myself as that. So this, of course, would be in the category of self-love, but let's talk about what that really means. Life is just reflecting your dominant perspective of yourself back to you. So who you walk around in the world and think that you are, that's how other people are going to see you as well. The majority of time, you're going to receive a reflection back of who you really think you are. Now, who we think we are, we have different thoughts about ourselves, we feel a particular way about ourselves, and this creates your self-concept, or just who you think you are. If you're walking around in the world and you don't feel good enough, you don't feel pretty enough, you don't feel worthy enough, whatever it is, you're going to receive life experiences that tell you that those predominant thoughts are true. Perhaps you will feel ignored in relationships, or you will feel like you aren't pursued, or you don't get the love you want, or you don't get the attention you want. And then what happens is, because we're experiencing that in the 3D reality, it ingrains that knowing of oneself, or that self-concept, deeper. And you continue to feel like you really aren't cherished and adored, and it creates a loop. It creates a feedback loop. So in order to be really seen, loved, cherished, absolutely adored, revered, as a goddess, as a queen, it is always going to start first with you. First with how you are seeing yourself, how you are feeling about yourself. This is basic self-love and self-concept work. So how do we start to shift how we see ourselves? We shift by telling a new story of who we are. And while we're telling that story, we really try to embody the truth of it. So it's not just words, but you really want to try to walk around in the world as if you are this person that you're affirming you are. So things that you can start affirming about yourself to feel like a goddess, to feel like a queen, to feel incredibly beautiful and worthy and all these things is, I'm incredibly beautiful. I'm an amazing person. I'm really special. I'm really unique. Anything that makes you feel good about yourself, makes you feel like you're shining more, makes you feel like you're more radiant, makes you feel like you are more filled with love. These are the types of things you want to be telling yourself about yourself. You can use basic I am statements. They're really easy to use. I'll link my video about I am statements up there. But you want to be repeating and telling yourself that you are absolutely incredible. You are absolutely incredible. And if you are new to a practice like this, yes, you want to be saying these types of statements about yourself daily and as much as you possibly can. You don't want to be obsessed. Again, this isn't about how many words you can say to yourself. It's not really about the words. It's about how the words make you feel. And so you want to find the right practice for you where you are affirming that you are an incredible person. And those words, as you affirm them, they really make you feel that you are incredible. And you want to be repeating that process as much as you possibly can. The more you really start to sink into the knowing that you are an absolute queen, goddess, beautiful human, the more you are going to receive that reflection from the outer world. So that brings me to number 2. The second piece is, so receiving devotion and reverence from men. What we have to remember about any type of attention we receive from the outer reality, attention or experiences, anything that we're receiving from the outer reality, it is just reflecting us back to ourselves. And so if you create a self-love practice like the one I just spoke about, you are going to automatically just feel like you are incredible. When you feel you are incredible, other people will automatically see you that way too. That's number 1. And number 2, you will start to assume that other people see you that way. So when people talk about skipping self-love when it comes to manifesting, it's actually kind of surprising to me, because while it's not like technically necessary to do self-love to manifest things into your life, we're manifesting everything, so you don't need self-love to manifest. But if you want to, let's say you're manifesting a relationship, if you want to keep that relationship, if you want to feel worthy of that relationship, if you want to feel like a queen while you are in that relationship, self-love probably shouldn't be a step that you skip. We automatically assume, for the most part, that other people see us the way we see ourselves. And so if we don't build up our self-concept to feel like we are absolutely incredible, it's very easy to just assume that other people don't think we are incredible either. It's just the natural way that it works. You can probably understand that. I mean, really just think about it logically. It makes sense. If you think you are absolutely a queen, like you really, really believe that, you really feel that, you are naturally going to assume that other people feel that way about you as well. And so this has been a huge part of my journey. I don't necessarily do a lot of inner work about how other people think about me. Like, because I don't have to. The reason I don't have to, in my imagination, conjure up my beliefs about what other people think about me is because my own self-concept does that naturally. I really believe that I'm incredible. I really believe that I'm one of a kind when it comes to being a woman or being an embodied woman or a feminine woman. I really believe that I'm special. This is not the same thing as believing I'm better than other people. That's not it at all. It's not an experience of comparing myself to others. I just really believe that I'm an incredible person. I am. I know that about myself. It is deeply integrated into my self-concept. Because I know I'm so incredible, the natural reflection I receive from people in my 3D reality is, you're incredible, you're amazing, you're so beautiful. That's a really common reflection for me to receive. And it is, I'd say, like 90% because I feel that way about myself. Again, I'm not focusing so much on what other people think about me. I'm just focusing on who I know I am, and the 3D reality just reflects that back to me. Okay, so it's always a reflection. Everything you are receiving is always a reflection of what you dominantly think and feel about yourself. Okay, so that's the second piece I want to share with you. And the third piece is, well, this is a little bit of a, this is a piece I haven't talked about so much, but it's really important, and I want to start talking about it more. This has a little bit more to do with feminine energy. So the third reason I feel I receive beautiful devotion, love, adoration from men is because I really receive from them. I receive their compliments. I receive their love. I receive their adoration. What I mean by that is I really take it in. Now, again, this goes back to the first thing I spoke about, which is because I really know that I'm a beautiful person, when people give me compliments or tell me that I'm a beautiful person, I'm really able to receive it, which means I fully take it in. I'm so grateful and I love receiving it, and I share that I love receiving it, but I'm able to fully receive their love. This goes a long way. Again, it creates a beautiful feedback loop, because if I'm receiving someone's love and I'm really taking it in, that is incredibly satisfying, in particular to men, when a woman receives them. And so if I'm really fully receiving a man, he is going to want to continue to shower that type of love on me. Again, when we don't have a full, beautiful self-concept that knows we are so incredible, when we're not living in that space internally, it could be hard to receive compliments. It can be hard to receive attention. It can make us feel uncomfortable. And this is something for you to really look at for yourself. Like, what is it like for you to receive attention? Now, I'm speaking about respectful attention. It does not feel good to receive disrespectful attention. Like, I'm in that boat too, and I do my own practices to receive as little of that type of attention as possible. That's a whole other topic though. But receiving attention, what is it like for you to receive attention? Again, the deeper that you know that you are absolutely incredible, the easier it's going to be for you to receive. And the deeper you receive, the more that type of attention is going to come to you. It's just another feedback loop. Again, now as I'm talking about it, I think about it, and it's like, that's another belief system. I receive this love. I receive this love. I really take it in. And then my belief system around that is, I know that when I'm receiving a man's adoration for me, it's so deeply satisfying for him too. And so that creates deep intimacy. It creates a cycle where love and reverence and adoration is going to keep coming my way. So these are a few pieces of my personal process in receiving very deep love, devotion, worship, adoration from men. Number one, the biggest one is I know who I am. I know how incredible I am. And I live that. And I still practice that. I still practice, the thoughts that I'm beautiful, that I'm incredible, that I'm a queen, but it's much more integrated into my daily life. It's just who I know myself as. So that's the biggest one. Number two, just remembering and always knowing that life is going to reflect me back to myself. So anything I receive in the outer reality, it's just because it's reflecting me back to myself. I know that, and it just happens all the time. And number three, I'm able to receive very deeply. This is incredibly attractive. It's an incredibly attractive quality of the feminine, and it creates a feedback loop of continuing to receive over and over again. Okay? All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here with me in this video. I love being here with you. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like the video, and you comment below. I'll see you soon.